going southbound, I've been hellbound, riding on the midnight train. Going too fast now, think I ought to slow down, standing in the pouring rain.
And we're back with another episode of the One Hell of a Life Outdoor Podcast. And let's see here, it's March 19th, and you just got back from a nice little trout fishing trip, Dad. And we got a pig hunt this coming weekend, and we're just going to get into it and talk a little bit of current news and all that, and get into it. So what's going on?
Man, if you haven't been trout fishing up in the Ozarks area, get your butt in the car and get out there.
Don't they call it the trout capital of the world or something? Or is that just kind of like a Cadeism?
Well, I don't know, but it feels like a trout. It feels like a trout capital after this weekend.
Y'all smashed them.
I mean, I'll just sum it up. A friend that invited me, 30 years he's been doing this, and he said this is top three. Fishing, one of the fishing days we had was one of the top three he's ever had. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we caught some freaking dinosaurs, dude. I mean, not me personally. I caught my biggest rainbow, but in my first brown, but some of these guys were catching ones that were 10, 12 pound.
Wow.
Brown trout, dude. I mean, just giant, and they get way bigger than that. I think the world record they say is like 40 pounds.
Holy cow!
Can you imagine?
That's nuts.
I mean, I was at the fishery and I was like, oh, my big one doesn't seem so big now. I mean, some of these rainbows in the fishery they had to be 30 pounds. I don't know.
Cow.
You'll see the footage of it. They're gigantic.
Yeah,
gigantic.
That's nuts.
But no, it was an incredible experience, and the terrain is so beautiful. It's mountainous and just it's just pristine. It's just so beautiful. But
yeah, I'm definitely major FOMO, and I will definitely be there next year. I would have been there this year. It's just with work and the time off and just everything. It just didn't work out. But next year I will definitely be there.
Yeah, no, it was. I'll tell you what, the camaraderie of it all, and that's what really sealed the deal for me was, from the fish fries to eating steak and it's so crazy how cheap you can actually do that when you get enough people. I think we had 20 something people, mm-hmm. and between the food and the lodging and boat rentals, like you can actually rent a boat right there across within 50 yards of the lodge.
Wow.
They have their own boats, and you can put that on there too. But I think it was $190, so $230.
That's so crazy.
For 3 days of fishing, dude. I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah.
In a great area.
No, you're right. Like when you look at, I don't know how it broke down on y'all's trip, but I was just blown away. Like when we did my bachelor party, and same thing. Like everybody pitched in $100 for the weekend. And then that bought everyone's almost all the alcohol and all the food for the whole weekend. Yeah. And it's like and then you all go to Costco and just freaking knock it out,
Yeah. No, it was nuts. I mean, we ate like kings, and there was plenty of food, and then really you just had to buy your beer.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's awesome.
But it was that easy. It really was. And so we floated from the boat and did it that way, and then the next day we did it wading out into the river and stuff, and we probably caught not counting, I don't know, if we counted everybody, the old 20-something people, counting the older folks and stuff too that were with us, we easily caught 150 fish.
Wow.
If not 200, I don't know. But I know our folks, like I would say the close folks that I fished with, mostly like 4 to 8 of us, mm-hmm. I would say easily we each caught 35, 40 fish.
Jeez. And what's the limit per day?
Well, way less than that. I think it was it 5? I guess. Yes. I mean, that's not counting. You're catching a lot of small ones too,
right.
And stuff
I'm just talking what you're keeping. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was 5.
5 a
and
day.
Then you can have one brown if it was over 17 inches.
I got you.
So like my brown I let go was just like right there.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, nah, he's close enough. He needs to get bigger. I guess I probably could have kept him, but I was like, no, I want him to get big.
Yeah.
He's already gotten that big. He's got a chance of getting really big. So, and then Adam hooked into one that the way I explained it to everybody is, when they hit the water and they come up and they splash, this wasn't a splash. This was a whoosh. And I looked over, I was like, oh my gosh. And there might be, when you get through the GoPro footage, look real close for it, because I think I was filming me. I had the chest camera on, but he was catching it. And I think there might be something on the video showing it, but it was so clear that day. You guys, when you see this footage, it's just beautiful. I mean, I'm filming into the water and just the colors of these fish and stuff. It's just...
I can't wait. I'm going to have a heyday with editing it, but...
It was incredible, but I learned so much. And basically, they let me be part of it. It's basically a tradition that my buddy's dad started in 1977, and so we're really going to tell that story for y'all, and you're just going to see an incredible fishing trip. That's a lot of fun with a lot of great camaraderie and some goofy stuff, fun stuff, and a lot of fishing. So
yeah, you gotta love that.
Yeah.
And weren't you saying his dad? So like he just started it because he wanted to basically grow the sport and give back.
Yeah, and just get people together and just enjoy the sport. And they've been going to that same area for what is that? So 50. Well, that'd be 60 years.
Wow.
In 27 plus 70. See, so that's 20. No,
50 years.
So 23 and 27. That's 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah. That's crazy, right?
That's nuts.
And I'm like, dude, I'm so thankful to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, just so thankful. So
yeah, and I know it's our buddy, like he's got his kids there, and like just the whole the whole dynamic. I'm like, how cool is it? I'm sitting there looking at Adam's got there's 3 generations of his family there, and it's just so neat to see, and I'm sure that they really cherished it as well, so that's why they do it every year. But hopefully, if we're lucky enough, I know you had work commitments this year, you'd be able to hang out next year and enjoy it. So yeah, hopefully, man, because it seemed like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what, man, there's no rush like catching a big rainbow, dude. I mean, I was freaking out. Dude.
I bet
I was. It got me like. I haven't been jacked up like that since I shot a deer. I mean, I was just like, whoa, and they're just like, don't reel it too far. Dude, all the stress of it, I was having a freaking heart attack. And I was like, oh my God, please get this thing in, because I just knew it was way bigger than anything I had caught. And Adam's like, that's a big one. And I was like, and really the picture doesn't do it. I got another picture of it on the camera, and it looks really good. It looks, you can really get an idea how big it is on that.
Oh yeah.
It was. I don't think I measured it, but it was easily over 20 something inches.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between the management and the numbers and all that between here and there, Georgia and Arkansas. But man, I've tried 3 different times now, which isn't a ton, but I've probably spent 5 hours trout fishing so far. I haven't even seen a trout. I haven't even and this is all crystal clear water. I haven't not even seen one. I've been trying all kinds of shit to catch them, and probably spent $150 on different, the cheap rod setup and different baits and freaking whatever. Eventually I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to find us a little honey hole somewhere around here. I mean, we got to be able to find it. I mean, even if within at least 2 hours.
Oh yeah,
there's so many places that we can go, north, that we can easily find some great places. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they say they stock 1 million trout a year in Georgia. So God, it's just finding.
Just got to find the right spot. I mean, this place wasn't far from a fishery.
Yeah,
which was a U.S. Fish and Wildlife fishery, and so it was a big operation, man. I mean, you'll see the footage. I got some of us going into the going into the where they have just the fry, and they're growing them. But at the time, they weren't. They didn't have any eggs that they were doing, so I didn't even get any footage of that. But the outside of it and all the tanks, dude, there's so much. It's just so much fish, and but I think it probably helps if you're close to one of those when you fit. It seems like anyway, like all the places I see in Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, or really North Arkansas, there's always been a fishery like that around. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But we need to find a damn fishery.
I know, right?
A big one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to get into that footage. And
Williamson Outfitters, located along the beautiful Gulf Coast of Florida, is a premier guide service with lodging that provides incredible coastal duck hunting, gator hunting, fishing, gigging, scalloping, and custom boat tours along Florida's Forgotten Coast. They are family owned and operate with over 200 years of combined experience hunting and fishing along this incredible stretch of Florida. Is flounder gigging on your bucket list? Williamson Outfitters offers nighttime gigging charters April through October. Targeted species include not only flounder, but also sheepshead, black drum, mullet, gar, and even stingrays. Fishing charters consist of inshore and nearshore fishing targeting species such as tripletail, redfish, trout, mahi-mahi, shark, flounder, sheepshead, black drum, snapper, jacks, and mackerel. On coastal duck hunts, you have an incredible chance at rare species like redheads, bluebills, buffleheads, fully plumed blue-winged teal, mottled ducks, whistling ducks, and several other species. Spots are filling up fast, so book today. Call or text Captain Chris at 850-251-8650 or visit floridaducks.com. Mention One Hell of a Life podcast and receive 15% off your trip. Offer ends March 31st.
And, get that video put out hopefully, next week sometime.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yep. No, I consider myself definitely, I'm not a novice anymore, but I'm not good. And so I'm somewhere in between novice and trying to get good.
That'd be amateur.
Yeah. Amateur. Yeah, I'm still amateur, but I definitely learned a lot. I mean, from why you use, like, with this one day, he had us do 2 white power bait because of the way it would bounce in the current.
Yeah.
Because it would add a little bit extra float to the damn shad that we were putting on there, because the shad was a little bit bigger. That he had me use 2 of those because they would kind of make them float the way the hook would float through the water. And I was like, all right. Well, you learn something about that. Or, I noticed one time where I had 2 weights on and I asked, the guys, I go, hey, should I be using 2 weights here? And they're like, no, get rid of that. You want your weight to be able to move with the current, and so I had too much weight. And then I started catching fish, just one little adjustment like that, just boom.
Yeah.
So I retained a lot of that. I was just like, anytime like, Adam's dad was talking about stuff, I was just like, all right, ADD brain, pay attention.
Yeah.
And listen,
exactly.
Or if Adam was teaching me something about, rigging something a certain way, or the way the water flows, or an eddy or something like that, I was just trying to learn a lot.
Yeah.
And so
it was funny because, Rob, my friend, I had been texting him because we were talking about going trout fishing Sunday, and I sent him those pictures of you, and he's like, screw this. He's like, we need to freaking, we need to wait and go with Tony.
No kidding, man. Yeah. No, I know enough to be dangerous.
Cool.
So, but, so now what we got going on is, we want to kill something.
Yeah.
And, or hunt something, I should say. And, what do we got planned for this weekend?
Yeah, so one of my best friends, Devin, which he's briefly been on this podcast before. Hopefully we'll get him on more extended at some point. But he, got into deer hunting like 5-6 years ago, bow hunting, and he is just ate up with it. And, loves everything to do with hunting now. And, he just ate up with it and wants to kill a pig. And we've been trying to plan for like probably 3 or 4 months, just like to line out a different pig thing. And we don't want to spend the money to like go with an outfitter or anything. And basically Drew's got access to some property down in South Georgia that he deer hunts on, that they have some pigs on, but they're kind of nocturnal. Because they've associated their, like if there's corn around, if they come out during daylight, they're getting shot.
Yeah.
And Drew only shot one. He's been deer hunting there for like 3 years, but like he hears them, they're around at night, there's sign everywhere. It's just, they're wise to it. So we've devised this like, operation, whatever you want to call it, 0 pig 30, 0 hog 30, like truly a 0 hog 30 operation because we,
night ops.
Yeah, we do. We got, I went and got a green/red headlamp, which I needed anyway.
That's the title of the video, dude. 0 hog 30 night ops.
Yeah.
Boom.
And I needed a red-green light anyway for just, general hunting. But so I got that, and then I ordered off Amazon a motion sensor light, or you can turn it on, a red light that you mount to like a tree, and it's solar powered, and it just, it only needs like 6 hours of sunlight to get fully charged, and it'll run for like 10 hours. And when it's motion sensor, it doesn't have to be
bright enough.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and you can dim it. You can like take it up, the down and low and high. So the game plan is, and we watched a YouTube video on this. We made this special bait with corn, yeast,
Yeah, go on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, corn, yeast, Kool-Aid, soda, and whatever. Drew found this, like, it's supposed to be the best thing ever for pigs. So we got this awesome bait for him, and that's, like, fermenting by the side of my house right now. So, gotta love that. And
is it starting? Have you looked at it?
Yeah, the other day, but hadn't really done much yet.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also not really hot, too, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But we... Yeah, so we're, back to the night thing. We got that red light to be out there where the pigs are going to go to the bait. We got the green and red lights inside for inside the blind, and, we're going to basically rig it to where I can be filming Devin. He's going to, be the hunter, and put a camera out, filming on the pigs too, and just try to film him getting a pigs is kind of the plan. So, yeah, that's the kind of the setup.
Was he going to shoot with a bow or not?
Yeah, he's going to shoot with a bow.
All right. And are we going to have like a spotlight?
Well,
too?
No, what we're going to do is like...
when the light kicks on, is that going to freak the pigs out?
No, they can't see the red or green light really. And apparently red's like even
I'm talking about
better.
the one that's motion censored.
Yeah, and it's red.
Oh, it's all red?
Yeah.
You think there's going to be enough light for him to see his pin?
I think that'll be fine. I think the challenge is going to be figuring out in the blind, which he's got a light and I got a light that runs green and red. So like I'm hoping we can kind of rig something to where we got enough going on. Maybe if I got a GoPro facing him turned on, I can hold like the two lights on him enough and have the camera filming on the pig and then just hold the lights where he can see through his pen, We'll figure something out. I'm pretty confident. But
we'll have to practice something that night.
Yeah, like Friday night.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Figure something out. But yeah, I hope it works out. It'd be cool to get a pig.
It'd be badass, dude. I want to eat that son of a bitch right over the fire.
He's so funny because
like I don't even want any salt and pepper on it. I just want to eat it.
Yeah,
just like a freaking survivalist.
That's how. So Devin's so funny. He's like, I'm like, so what's the food plan this weekend or whatever? And like, I'm still trying to be real good. I'm doing the 75 hard thing and trying to do the animal based thing. And Devin just got off of it. And, he's like, we're not eating until we kill something. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, hopefully kill something Friday night. If not, we're going to be struggling. And small game season's close.
What if we kill a coyote?
Yeah, that's our options because small game's out. So it's either a hog or like a predator. Well, it's got to be a coyote.
I think you might be able to hunt groundhogs right now.
Dude, I don't know. I might eat a groundhog though. I'm good. I have no reason to hunt a groundhog.
I've never seen a groundhog in South Georgia.
No, but... Yeah, we'll see. It'd be cool if we could freaking roast a whole pig over the fire. Like,
no, I want to do that. I want to do that Native American thing where you dig a hole and you put all the rocks down there or something like that.
Well, I know like that's
coals.
I mean, that's like a Southern thing too. Yeah. I mean, maybe the Native Americans started
it.
But...
Yeah. But anyway, that method, whoever did, credit to you. But it might be even a Hawaiian thing.
What is I think you're right.
Yeah.
What is I think Hank Williams Jr. says like in that one song, like all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight.
Yeah.
Doesn't he say something about like pig in the ground?
What is
all
that?
My rowdy friends are coming. I don't know. It's some country song saying that.
Pig in the ground, beer on ice. All my rowdy friends are coming.
Isn't that
over
the
tonight.
lyrics?
I don't know. Jamie, look that up real quick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if only we could get a freaking podcast producer in here for free.
Right, no kidding.
With our shoestring budget.
we can get my mother-in-law in here.
Right.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Like, Beck, get that. She'd be like, get what? Be like, click on that. Click on what?
Yeah, pig in the ground, and then... Oh, wait. I think I'm confusing Good Time by Alan Jackson and All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over Tonight. They must both... Let's see here. Let's see what the lyric is. I cooked a pig in the ground, got some beer on ice. All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. No, I got it right. All right.
Boom. All right, we're not done.
Yeah.
All right. No, but I would love to do that. That would be like super badass.
It'd be awesome. Yeah, it'd be really nice. I'd love to do that too. So, but yeah, we're gonna do some riding around on side by side, and Drew said there's a pond there, so hopefully we can get in some fish and maybe fry up some fish or something. And
yeah, I gotta remember to bring a fishing pole.
Yep. I got a fishing pole now, a little spin rod that'll work. You just gotta bring the crappie fishing lures and jigs and all that, but I got a spin rod now, so
that's cool.
6 pound test, so it'll be good for that.
So check this out, dude. So I was doing some research because here we're going to hunt pigs now. I got to get like all serious about it and learn everything about them and everything. So a pig usually has about 5 or 6 per litter and has 1.5 litters per year.
Yeah, I know they can breed like extremely fast.
Yep, and they can have a way larger, but that's the average. It's in the teens that morning, and maybe you're chasing ducks or geese. But now it's September and it's 85 degrees and you're hunting early teal or geese. As a waterfowler, you need dependable weather protection that will not break the bank. Founded in 1996, Frog Togs is not only the leader in breathable wader technology, but a company you can depend on to keep you warm and dry, head to toe, no matter your hunting environment. Stay bone dry by using discount code ZD315 for 15% off not only your first purchase, like most discount codes, but how about every single purchase you make from now until December 31st, 2024? Young females usually don't have their first litter until 13 months.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like 13 months and then they're already like, that's part of the reason they their numbers explode.
Yeah, no, I mean, for real. Their average life is between 4 and 8 years of age.
So wait, hold up. Think about that. 4 to 8 years of age, and let's say they live 8 years, right? And
let's do this math.
They're active by 13 months, and they can have 1.5 litters of 6 per year.
Yeah, average.
So like, okay. So 1.5 times 6 piglets is 9 piglets a year times 7 years. 63 from one freaking pig. That's insane. And like, God, do you have any numbers on the destruction
now, if it lives 5 years, that's 300 and something pigs during its lifespan, right?
No. It'd be like 9 a year. So,
9 a year. Okay, all right, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, but on average.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm of the mindset of like we got to wipe out as many of them as possible.
Yeah.
So I hope we can do our small part this weekend.
Well, here's the thing. Our toughest battle, here's the one thing we do got going for us. The best time of the year to hunt them is when it's cold. So it's still a little chilly outside.
Oh, good.
Because the warmer it gets, they get into really thick brush that's dense in humidity and also wet areas.
Huh.
And that are hard to get to, that are real thick and stuff. And the reason why they do that is because pigs do not have sweat glands.
So they have to cool down.
So they have to cool down. And that's why a lot of times they do their movement at night too, when it's really hot. So that makes them way easier to hunt. They will explore more open areas basically when it's cooler outside.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
So that's something I learned. But they can smell. This is the thing. It's all about their nose.
Yeah.
They can smell up to 25 feet under the ground.
Wow.
Under the ground, 25 feet.
I'd heard 3 feet. That's insane. 25 feet.
25 feet. Yeah, there's an article by Grandview Outdoors that I was reading.
Yeah, so if we don't have the wind right, it's game over immediately.
Yep.
Probably more so than a deer would be.
Yep. Here's the other crazy thing. They can run 30 miles an hour, twice as fast as the fastest human, right? No, well, roughly.
I mean,
40% faster.
Yeah.
All right, than the fastest human. They can jump over fences 3 foot high.
I'm actually, 3 foot doesn't seem that high, but they sit so low and they're so fat. You know?
Name a pig that's got longer than 12-inch legs.
That is kind of surprising that they can clear that.
Yeah, but they said that they've been known to climb out of pig traps 5 to 6 foot tall.
They're psychos. They're great. I mean, they thrive. I mean, they really do. So hopefully we can do our part to, like I said, take a couple of them out.
Well, yeah. And, they're not good for the environment. They're not, they mess up a lot of the trees and a lot of the stuff. I mean, really in a heavily pig area, they're taking away a lot of the same things that turkeys would eat.
Really?
I mean, in so many ways with the grubs, the worms, and things like that.
I'm sure they affect the deer too.
Yeah, and acorns. I mean, all of that stuff. I mean, they're just they're sucking it away like cancer, and they need to die.
Yeah, and they don't really have predators like that. I mean,
they said once they're over 15 pounds, they basically have no predators.
Yeah, I mean that's just insane. I mean, and I I wish we had numbers on the financial side of it, but I know like they literally will just ruin one pig will ruin a yard like in a community.
Yeah.
Like you'll see pictures
I've
of Florida
seen it
all the
down
time.
in Florida. Yeah.
They ruin it in one night, and like, you know, sod's not cheap. So, but yeah, they cause a lot of damage.
Here's something interesting I was going to read to everybody. So, what's the difference between a pig, a hog, and a boar? And are they different species?
No.
So, no, they're not. But it says, all are descendants of a common ancestor, the Eurasian wild boar. The term wild boar is typically used to describe Eurasian wild boar from Europe or Asia. Feral hogs are those that originated from domestic breeds, but may be the result of few or many generations in the wild. In the U.S., the best descriptor is probably to refer to this simply as wild pigs. Regardless, the Eurasians and domestics gone feral are largely the same species and therefore will interbreed with no problems, resulting in all sorts of hybrids between the two groups. None of these should be confused with the javelina, a native pig-like mammal. Obviously, we all know what a javelina is, found in the American Southwest. But they're closely related to the wild boars and wild pigs. So anyway, they was just saying, you know, that I guess just a little bit of the history of where those come from. So anyway, because I was always like wondering, dude, am I going to get up some, like, if we find like a big giant, is he going to like have some like 4-inch tusks sticking out?
He
You're
could,
ready to
right?
kill me, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess so.
yeah, you get a freaking big old pig.
Yeah.
I mean, they are dangerous. I mean,
Hell yeah, they're dangerous.
you know, but when you're hunting them, it's like, I don't really think you're probably in too big of danger if you're shooting from like a blind or something.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they're not going to turn, I mean, just by happenstance, if they happen to turn and run towards you, I guess that's bad luck. But like, what are the odds, you know?
Yeah.
They're going to run away from the danger. But
Well, I mean, and you've shot a pig.
yeah.
You shot a pig. Tell everybody how that went. How'd you go about doing that?
So it was girl I was dating at the time.
Oh.
Her family had this like, you know, house that butted up to some woods or whatever, and her dad was saying that there was hogs showing up. Pigs, hogs. You know, you got me all confused. Called pigs, hogs, boars, whatever. Anyway, yeah, they were coming in before dark or whatever, and he had corn out for them, and he's like, hey, if you guys want to go out there, you'll probably shoot one. So we did, and sure enough, two of them came out, and I shot, and it was like an 80-pound pig, and it's wild because, I mean, you shot it, and it's like starts squealing like they do, and it didn't run
You had
very
video
far.
of it on your phone for a long
I
time.
still got it on my Instagram.
That's cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah, might have to repost that.
yeah, it was cool, and we ended up cooking it. And we made like like smoked its hams. Phenomenal. It's like the tender
Well, I mean,
one.
even your sister doesn't like wild game. Said it was the best pig she's ever eaten.
It was. I would put it honestly, no BS, top 5 wild game things I've ever had. And it was so good that because you like.
I mean, I just remember it being good. I didn't eat as much of it.
You injected something into it too, like into the muscle, and my God, it was so good. And
yeah,
then,
I came up with some kind of marinade that I took and had just a big plastic.
In the outdoors, every detail counts. See sharper, aim clearer. From the river's edge to the heart of the flooded timber, Hook and Bullet has your vision covered. Hook and Bullet's purpose-built optics are flawlessly crafted to give you an edge regardless of your outdoor pursuit. Use code ZeroDuck30 for 15% off a pair of Hook and Bullet sunglasses today.
Looked like a big plastic needle, but I just took it, kept injecting it into the meat and squirting it in there. I was like, this is going to fucking make this thing great.
it was so good. And the tenderloin was great too. And that was an 80-pound pig. People say when they get like over 120 pounds, they start to get like a little weird. But I had no problem with eating it. I thought it was great. And I would gladly do it again.
I've been thinking more about the whole if we shoot one, eating that thing. And there's no doubt about it, at least for cinematic purposes, that we have to have it on one of those things where, you know.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
The big we're like,
yeah, we're just roasting it and spinning. Just stick it over the
We're
fire.
just roasting it. It's sizzling. Oh, yeah, dude. No, that would be hard to deconstruct probably, but.
Oh, we'd have to do it, though. It'd be awesome.
It'd
Take like 8 hours to cook. I don't even know how long it would take.
We just have to make it like like, so we put like one main beam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that we're going to have to tie the pig really super tight to it somehow to keep it from moving. Maybe put stakes through it or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure that out. But then at the ends, what we'll do, we have it sitting in 2Ys.
Mm-hmm.
And at the ends, we build like an L. So here's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put an arm like this, and then an arm that goes this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it goes out and then that way. That way, somebody can turn it from this side. And on the opposite side, we do the arm facing the other way.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you say, hey, help me turn this pig. You just take this arm, and we both rotate at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that'll work.
I think now we just got to kill
That's
one.
some caveman shit.
That'd
I
be
can't
awesome.
wait. Dude, now I'm going to want to chase one. Oh, how am I going to shoot? I can't shoot one.
Well, we're bringing my gun.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Drew's bringing his gun, too.
Yeah, which we're going to get that scope on and sight it in and
I'm
stuff.
honestly not worried about shooting one. I want Devin to shoot one, and or you, or whoever is, and if y'all shoot one, then I'm shooting too. But
yeah, I'm not really that worried about it either. And like the thing is like Friday night, the odds of them like smelling that bait, like when we just put it there Friday night, are probably pretty slim. So I think
we're going to take a trail camera, put it up.
I don't really. I mean, no, there's no reason to really. But Saturday night, I think
It doesn't matter.
it's-
We're hunting.
Yeah, I think Saturday night after it's had a while to sit in there. I think if we get in there before dark, like an hour and a half before or something, and get in there and the wind's good, I think we'll have a decent chance.
What do you think about us taking some of that, all right, and say taking like a cup full,
Mm-hmm.
like, and putting it, just taking it, like we put it where we're putting it in the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and then we take and go north with it, just drip it for 20 yards or something. Just take a cup of it and just sling it that
Mm-hmm.
way, and that way, to where we're just getting more scent out.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was thinking, and then they surely will follow it,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's a good idea. Yeah, we'll just have to go for it.
Yeah. So cool deal. All right, man. Well, until next time, y'all better stay tuned because the video will be coming out of the rainbow brown beatdown.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, man.
All right, thank you guys.
I've
One
been
hell of a lot.
southbound, I've been hellbound, riding on a midnight train. Going too fast now, think I ought to slow down, standing in the pouring rain.
Do you want coffee that doesn't suck? Get the Duck. Dirty Duck coffee is made specifically for the waterfowl enthusiast. Enjoy flavors like Morning Wood, Dark Dynasty, Cinnamon Teal Snickerdoodle, and First Flight to unlock the flavor that you'll enjoy in the blind for years to come. Our friends at Dirty Duck Coffee Company are now offering all Zero Duck 30 followers a 15% discount when you use code ZeroDuck15 on your next order.